Well, there's no question artificial intelligence is here to stay. The question is how to navigate in it and around it. It'll likely be part of the discussion for the 68th legislature when they convene in January. There was some dipping of toes into the topic last go round, but you could clearly see a lack of knowledge and understanding of AI when it was brought up. You know, algorithms and stuff. So to get a head start on the session and catch up on the concept, several lawmakers met at the Capitol today. And Joe Paris joins us, and I'm guessing they kind of want to look, well, I guess, uninformed about AI.
Yeah, they have a lot to dig into, and the more you hear them talk about it, the more you wonder, is AI just going to end up in every conversation that they have down at the State House? But yeah, a new group of lawmakers are part of a brand new committee, the Artificial Intelligence Working Group, and the group is working to research and learn about AI, the interaction with Idaho law, and what they need to get on top of. And their first session included multiple experts on the topic, a chance for lawmakers to ask direct questions and hopefully learn. And lawmakers really for the first time dove into AI this year, passing 3 laws on the topic, criminalizing AI child porn, deepfakes in electioneering, and using AI media to annoy, terrify, threaten, intimidate, harass, etc. So pretty specific, but lawmakers already realize this topic of AI has a massive footprint.
I've noted down, maybe 20 different areas we could go to, from education, criminal justice, business, legal, elections, data sets, all sorts of things.
This is, of course, something that will permeate almost every corner of policy I think the state will face in coming years and decades.
So lawmakers are aware of AI in some areas it touches, but experts like Brad Frazier, a partner at Hawley Troxell in Boise, he's an attorney who focuses on intellectual issues. He put even more depth onto their radar, like the concept of AI and things like NDA agreements and trade secrets.
We would add a provision to our NDA that says you must not disclose what I've disclosed to you to an AI. In addition to disclosure, we might proactively contemplate how to protect Idaho businesses by not accidentally giving away a trade secret, by entering a prompt into an AI.
So the game has changed. Companies like Micron that call Idaho home, they have major trade secrets and NDAs that are a big time of the corporate world. And things are just, evolving. It's not just a few things, though, that lawmakers will look at in terms of AI. This will be a long process. And something that I am interested to see how it plays out, Brian, is the AI experts that presented to lawmakers, they did caution lawmakers about doubling up on the law. For example, if you commit a crime of robbery and you use AI, there's no reason to have a second crime for robbery committed with AI. So while there is like a whole new footprint that lawmakers will have to dive into, it's also going to be something where lawmakers need to be careful not to duplicate already existing law.
My question is, when it comes to this NDA stuff, are there companies or people out there really putting secret information into, say, ChatGPT and putting it out there for everybody to have access to?
The answer is yes, and they may not even realize what they're doing. There are a lot of internal documents that end up just, let's see what ChatGPT would do with this. There may be a misunderstanding for some companies, not all, but some, that when you put information into these AI programs, it includes it in its full algorithm. For example, I know some specific businesses have just built their own AI.
Okay. Well, let's keep that in mind, not doubling up on laws that already exist when we go into this session's legislature. Thanks, Joe.